Alright, so today I'm going to be going over my portfolio. Um, just started investing. I'm new to investing. I started at the beginning of the year pretty much. Effectively, I started December 25th, but let's call it the beginning of 2021, January. So here we have this app that I got, Perfect Accounting Assistant, where you can put in your expenses and your income and it'll break it down into many different categories so you could see exactly where your money's going and where it's coming from. And on the right, we have the crypto.com app where I keep my cryptocurrency investments. And later, I'll be showing my Quest Trade account where I keep my stocks, I guess you could say. So we'll start off looking at this Perfect Accounting Assistant. So I've broken it down, or I've just kind of selected for last month, and just looking at my expenses, if there's anywhere I could improve. Um, I'll show after the total how much I spent for the month, which I feel like I overspent. But yeah, so finance and insurance, I probably got to rename this category. But basically, I was playing some poker and I lost some money there. Medical care, I had to buy some medicine, learning. So I'm in an apprenticeship right now. Um, I have to pay one more month of this and then that's it. uh, Driving in traffic, so that's just my gas, food, 286. I spent a good amount, probably close to, let's say, $80 on like takeout. So I can probably reduce that. Like ideally, I don't want to get takeout at all. It's not really healthy. So I mean, if I could save $80 a month, that's almost $1,000 a year. So I'm going to work towards that. Uh, Home and properties, that's my rent, 1400. Not sure what the $9 is for. Maybe I bought something for the house, I don't know. Personal products, that's basically when I buy stuff off Amazon. So I could probably rename this Amazon products, I don't know. But yeah, I bought some stuff off Amazon. Bought like a nice phone case and like a tactical wallet. It's like really small, like the size of a credit card, so it's really cool. And then communications, that's my internet and phone bill. And if we look at income, much less categories. I have other income, employment, and independent income. Independent income, this is basically poker. So I lost 500, made 500. So I guess I didn't really make or lose anything from that. They cancel each other out. Other incomes, so that's like I have a subtenant. I got some money from uh, the government. I'm not sure exactly what was the reason. Uh, I don't know, like GST, something like that. Tax money. I don't know. And then investments did pretty well. And then employment. So for my job, 2,800. Nothing too great, but I mean, I think that's the power of having multiple sources of income. I didn't crush it at my job, but when you add everything up, it looks pretty nice. So now we'll look at just like the total that it came to. So for expenses for the month, I spent $3,300. Um, So my rent while my subtenant is there is 1,400, and I'm paying almost 700 a month for my apprenticeship. So that's like 2,100 right there. That won't be constant. Actually next month, my subtenant's leaving. I'm going back to my apartment, and my rent will be $1,000. So I'll save 400 a month there, and that next month, my last month paying for my apprenticeship. So I do have to pay another 700, but after that, the following month, basically from 2,100 a month, in those expenses, it'll drop down to 1,000 a month. So that'll be a very big help in helping reduce my expenses. Income made 8,600. Now, I want to say that it obviously is really good for me, but I did pretty well the month before and the month before that, and I had some other really good months as well. So, so yeah, that's good. And basically, we could just kind of look at the different areas where I have some money. Um, this is basically all my assets at the moment. I'm kind of a poor guy, but essentially, I wanted to have what do you call it? I wanted to start out with a 6 months living expenses, which I determined was going to be around $10,000, and I had pretty much no money when I decided to do this like 2 months ago. So the fact that I already have my savings amount already secured is really good to me. But yeah, I don't keep a lot of money on my debit. I try to invest everything so far. I don't have a lot of money in my poker account. I pretty much I used to be a professional poker player, but I retired. It's gotten so hard, and I've kind of lost the joy of it as well. But yeah, I put $132 on Axion, and that gained some value. Quest Trade, I put 1,200. It's at 1244 as of the end of January. It's doing a little bit better now. And crypto.com, I think I had put about 4,500, so it doubled. But over the course of the month, I did put a little bit more. Um, but yeah, so now looking at my crypto.com app, which is a great app, by the way. You could actually trade your currency between accounts by paying no fees. So because it's not on an exchange, it's just on the app, so you can kind of transfer your money around between the app at no cost to you. So I feel like that's a great function. Um, and yeah, and then you have at the top or in the center here your favorites, so you could put the coins that you're tracking and kind of look at those. And then at the here, it'll tell you like the top gainers for the day, top four gainers. And then if you go to accounts, it'll give you a breakdown of how your account's looking. So I got the MCO card. I just got it last month. So it's like a prepaid Visa card. It's pretty nice. It's like steel. It's made of steel and has a nice color and everything. But yeah, I just put a bit of money on there just to make sure that the account works, that I can actually use the card, and it works. Paid my phone bill with it. Um, Crypto Earn. Now, I initially thought this was going to be a great idea to use Crypto Earn because, if you're not going to take out your crypto anyway, you might as well put it in here and gain some interest on it, which is what this account is for. And as you can see here, I gained $20 of interest. Multiply that by the year, and that's $240. So that's pretty good. But I've come to think it's not such a good idea to leave your crypto here, because if you want to build it, you probably need to take advantage of opportunities in the market. And by locking up nearly $5,000, I'm not able to do that. So when these terms are up, I won't be doing it anymore. And then you could have the exchange here if you want to go to the exchange and do some day trading or more precise trading. But at the moment, that's not what I'm interested in. And then if you look in here, what I've done was I basically just got a lot of I did my analysis. I found some coins that I'm really happy with, and I just spread them evenly, basically. So they all have around $300. And basically, what I'll be doing is I will be rebalancing them to keep them all relatively the same amount. I'll be talking about that in a future video on how that's done, why it's done, and what are the expectations of doing it versus doing some other strategies. But yeah, that's what I got going on there. And then lastly, take a look at my Quest Trade account. So as I said, I put 1,200 on here for the year. I initially put 1,000 and made some mistakes by doing some trading and paying a bunch of fees, and my account was down to like 905, and then I decided to deposit another 200 because my plan for the year was to deposit, well, to put $12,000 total into investing, and I was going to make this my Quest Trade account have 10% of that, which is $1,200. So I put that in there. So it went from 1105 to what it currently is. So for the month of January, it was really good. And what I'm invested in is ARC ETFs, only ARC ETFs. So I'm basically done for the year. I bought my ARC ETFs. I'm not going to sell them. I'm not going to buy anything else. I'm just going to see how these do for the year. And at the end of the year, I will reevaluate. But that's all I got. And I'm happy with it so far. They're bringing pretty good returns. Not even pretty good, like way higher than expectation. But I saw when GameStop and BlackBerry and some of the Nokia and some of these other companies were exploding, and I technically had the opportunity to jump in on them. But I feel like if you're steady and you have good return at the end of the year by putting in very minimal effort and work, that is worth a lot compared to if you have to constantly be checking the markets, reading, doing articles, and researching. And like, if you're into that, then do it because you're getting some kind of joy from it. But I don't think it would be joyful for me to. I don't think I would enjoy doing that. So I just bought these ARC ETFs, set it and forget it, and so far all of them are in the green, and I hope for that to continue. They've had a very good track record. So yeah, that's what got going on with my investment portfolio. I'll continue to be sharing this throughout the year. Hopefully, it will keep going up, and as I learn more, I will share more. So that's it for now.